Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, the Putnam Museum is celebrating Quad Cities Museum Month. We have details on family-friendly activities and Halloween movie nights, along with prizes and big giveaways.
Plus, one of the most legendary costume parties in the QCA is a little more than a week away. We'll get the details from Dwyer and Michaels about their annual Halloween Masquerade Ball.
And later in our Throwback Thursday segment, a vintage photo from the elementary school taking us back to the late 90s. We'll take a trip down memory lane. Cannot wait to hear about that. You're watching Quad Cities Live on this Thursday, October 16th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Morgan Otier, alongside my co-host Kyle Keel, who I imagine is who we saw in that photo just now.
You'd be right.
It's October, and that means something special is sizzling at the Machine Shed restaurant.
That's right. October is National Pork Month, and the Machine Shed is celebrating with a new chef-inspired feature each week. And joining us now with a sneak peek at October and November is Chef Jeff Grunder from the Machine Shed. Thank you so much, Chef, for being here today. Always a joy to have you on. So real quick, we want to get through your pork specials because chef-inspired, you've got one that started yesterday, correct?
Yes, and so we've got a pork ribeye. It's a Midwest pork ribeye that is basically, it's a lot of people can kind of say, you remember the pork steaks that we used to be able to do? So it's a grilled pork steak. It's got a bone in it. And then what we do with it is we put a chimichurri sauce on that. So that's an excellent one that actually started yesterday.
Lovely.
And then next week, then we're doing a pork trio, which the pork trio has 3 different pork tenderloins. So we take actually the pork tenderloin part and we put 3 different butters, one of them with a Parmesan crust, one of them with a blue cheese butter, and then we also do a bacon butter. So those 3 tenderloins that we're doing. And so I wanted to tell everybody about that coming this next week and 2 that we're doing that, but I also want to kind of talk a little bit about November, and because November is always one of those ones that kind of comes out of us because we're so busy with getting ready for Halloween and getting ready for all the fall, put everything away. But this is a warm meal that we wanted to do, so we're going to do
meals. We like
we're going to do a comfort meal that's our shepherd's pie, and we're going to run that. We're going to run that for November. So Morgan, if you want to kind of stir a little bit, we're going to start with some sautéed onions, and we're just kind of give those just a little translucent. All we want to do, we got a little oil in there, and so all we're doing is just giving them just a little translucent and letting them kind of get some of that flavors in that oil a little bit, okay? All right, so then we're going to go ahead, and what I've done is I've diced up some carrot, and I've just boiled it like for about 3 or 4 minutes, so it's just fork tender, okay? So we're going to add in, it's 1.5 cups of that as well. Okay.
Oh, it already smells
good. It smells really good.
And then we've got some corn that we've just went ahead. Now this is corn. We get our corn from a company out of Des Moines that actually is an Iowa corn that we do. Yes.
Very good.
And then some corn and some peas we're going to put in there.
So colorful.
Yes. Then the Machine Shed is obviously, we're known for our comfort foods and things like that. So our pot roast goes into this. And this is our beef pot roast. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in about 2 pounds of that. Okay. And we're going to kind of let that kind of simmer as well. And then for spices, we got a little Worcestershire that we're going to put in there. Probably about a tablespoon of that. And then, Kyle, if you want to do some ketchup right in there for me.
I like when Chef Jeff puts us to work.
Yes.
You know, it's something to do.
Yes.
Exactly.
And so we're going to put that in there as well.
Do a little splash of that.
Yeah.
And then we're also going to do about 3 cups of beef gravy.
Love a good gravy.
And then Kyle, then I've also got a little sour cream, and you can use the same spatula because it's going all in the same party. So then what this will do, we're just going to cook this for about 4 or 5 minutes. All we're going to do is get this warm. Okay? Because then what we're going to do is we're going to put it into a casserole dish. And we put it into the casserole dish like so.
Oh my gosh.
And after that's done that, then we get mashed potatoes and cheese on that. And then this goes in the oven for roughly about 8 to 10 minutes. At 375, and just let that cheese melt on top of it. You can even get it a little bubbly brown. It's not going to hurt. And so what's nice about this is you can make this one. A lot of people say, hey, you know, you can make this, have it just in the fridge. put it in your little individual casseroles, and then just pop it in the oven and finish it in the oven. So a nice meal, one pot meal. Go ahead and you don't have to like get home and go, oh God, what am I going to do for supper? Okay,
it's easy, it's quick, and just
here.
Yes. So that's why we're doing this the month of November.
Okay.
So come out, enjoy this at the shed. And then I wanted to just kind of talk real briefly about our holiday dinners to go.
Yes, I mean, it's almost time
such a great option.
It is to think about Thanksgiving already.
Yes, and
get the turkey.
And so what's nice about this, we say it feeds 4, but obviously this is really the size. People go, oh, now you made this big
These
for
are the
TV.
portions, yeah.
No.
So this would easily do 4, maybe 5, maybe even 6 people.
Yeah.
And so it's about 2.5 pounds of our turkey, and then you get to pick 4 sides, and there's 8 different sides that you can pick from. I just brought the 4 that are one of my favorites. Of course, sage dressing, green bean casserole. You can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with the green bean.
And then it comes with a pie.
Look at that pie.
And so
beautiful.
It's done. You're done. All you got to do is just say, hey, I got, and just plop out. And then we have reheat instructions. So if you just want to pop it in the oven and be done with it,
that's great.
So when do you start handing these out?
Yeah.
So we actually, this is the thing that's a little tricky. We are closed on Thanksgiving Day. We let our staff enjoy the day.
Yeah. Great.
So this is one where we do about 150 of these meals on the day prior.
Okay.
But you can pick them up anytime. If you wanted one tomorrow, we could do it. It's just that most of the time we're doing them the day before Thanksgiving.
And then you have the reheat instructions, and everything is perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, these are a great option if you don't want to cook the big feast on Thanksgiving. So the Machine Shed, obviously located on Northwest Boulevard in Davenport. We've got the phone number and the website on your screen. You get all the information on how to get your hands on one of these Thanksgiving meals. And of course, take a look at all the menu items from the Machine Shed.
Oh, it's
Chef
fun.
Jeff, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you.
We really appreciate it. Thank you. October is not only National Pork Month, it's also Quad Cities Museum Month. We'll show you how the Putnam is celebrating with special events, extended hours, and even free popcorn.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
October is Quad Cities Museum Month, and the Putnam Museum and Science Center is inviting you to dive into the fun, from hands-on activities and late-night movie screenings to special promotions and prizes. The Putnam has something for everyone, as usual. Joining us today is Scott Peak. Scott, welcome back.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. So we have quite a list of things to talk about because there's a lot going on at the Putnam all the time.
Always.
But especially because it is Museum Month. So let's start with some of the special offers, like happy hour pricing that you're offering people.
Right, and that's an ongoing thing that we always do, but we're highlighting it special this month.
Good.
So every weekday after 3:30, it's $5 off.
Yes, that is a good reminder for people because it is really something to do. Like, do not overlook the fact that this is a really great resource that we have in the area, and so cheap to just do something a little bit different. Head over to the Putnam and check that out. Okay, also, we want to remind people, open late on Thursdays.
Yeah, today open till 8.
Hello. Yeah, open till 8 tonight.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Okay, so the movie party package, this is something that's what, part of a giveaway or a prize?
Right. So if you sign up through Visit Quad Cities Museum Month, you can be entered into a number of different prizes. The prize that we have is a movie package, movie birthday package, and it's a $375 value, and so you get your party and a movie and all the fun things at the museum.
This is a good one. This is a reason why you're going to want to go through the Visit Quad Cities, the app, and do all the check-ins and stuff, because think about it. If you have a little one or a kid or even yourself, I mean, this is going to pay for you to have a bunch of people and have a whole party at the Putnam.
Yeah.
And it's totally free to
and
you.
And there's other good prizes too.
Yeah.
Some memberships and some different things too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But we're talking about the Putnam.
Right, I know.
Free popcorn. That is also something that you all are offering thanks to a sponsorship.
Yeah, so this Saturday is Popcorn Saturday.
Okay.
And E&H Restoration in East Moline is the sponsor, and everyone who comes in gets a free popcorn.
Okay. So talking about now some of the activities, that's a cute photo right there. Here's your free popcorn. Thursday activities, drop-in STEM activities in the Fab Lab. So kind of take us through what that is.
Sure. So we've got our Fab Lab where we can do different STEM activities. So sometimes it's building something out of cardboard, or building bridges, or doing 3D pens, or all sorts of things. And those are free drop-ins on Thursdays, all throughout October. And I mean, they're geared for kids, but they're fun for everybody.
If you like building bridges, yeah,
exactly.
get after it, right?
Yeah.
So some of the featured events too that we want to talk about. So History on Tap is a really, really great recurring thing that you all have going at the Putnam, and there's a really fun one. So History of Burlesque with Danielle Colby.
Yes, yes. So that's tonight again. And yeah, we're excited about that one.
She's great.
She's great. And actually, she's I'm not actually sure what she's going to talk about, but the history of burlesque here in the Quad Cities and elsewhere, and of course she's got her museum too.
Yeah, she just opened her own Enthusiast Museum there in downtown Davenport, so that is something that she's going to be talking about in History on Tap, but she's obviously very knowledgeable and she collects a lot. I've actually been to her museum, so she's got a lot of really cool things to talk about for that.
Yep.
Some documentaries. So a documentary screening coming up, Among Neighbors.
Right, that's also tonight.
This is also tonight. And then October 20th, 21st, and 25th, a K-pop documentary.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. So,
K-pop's all the rage right now.
Yeah, yeah. Once in
Demon Hunters.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're a parent, you know.
I do know.
Yeah.
I do know. Actually, we were talking about using that for an event coming up soon.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you'll have to let me know what that is then, Scott. And then The Librarians. So this is a documentary screening as well, and you're partnering with the Davenport Library for this
Yeah,
event.
that's right. So they'll be there with the bookmobile, the Owl Bus, or whatever they call it.
Yes.
And they'll be doing rental, or checking out books, and you can get a library card, and there'll be a panel of librarians kind of talking about the film as well.
This really good documentary. That will be October 23rd. We've got that on your screen right there. And then we've got Halloween movie nights, right? We're in the middle of October, and there's no better place to watch a Halloween movie than the giant screen.
That's right. So this year we did a little different. We asked our followers to pick out a family movie and
a spooky movie.
Spooky movie.
Yeah.
And so they chose Halloween Town, and that'll be the night before Halloween.
Okay.
On Thursday, and then on Friday it'll be the Evil Dead 2013 version. Just to clarify.
I was wondering.
I know.
Okay, great. So that really, really great. So while we have just a few more seconds with you, a lot coming up in November as well. I just want you to be able to quickly talk about the pumpkin launch that you guys have. That's November 1st.
Right. So the day after Halloween, you got that jack-o'-lantern you don't know what to do with.
Yeah.
Bring it to the Putnam, and we're going to launch it with a trebuchet. They were testing it today, and it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun with a trebuchet, and then stick around and watch Coco.
That's right.
On the big screen
2
as
o'clock
well.
on the theater.
Wonderful. Okay, well, if you want to learn more about the many exhibits and activities that you can experience at the Putnam, be sure to visit them on the web at putnam.org. As always, Scott, thanks for being here. We covered a lot.
Of course.
We appreciate you.
Happy to be here.
Thank you so much. Just ahead on Quad Cities Live, the Dwyer and Michaels Halloween Masquerade Ball is just over a week away. We'll show you what to expect for this year's party when both Dwyer and Michaels join us after the break.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
The legendary Dwyer Michaels Halloween Masquerade Ball is a little more than a week away, set for Saturday, October 25th.
The annual event promises great food, live music, and a costume contest with thousands of dollars in cash prizes. Yes. Joining us with those details are the two dorks themselves, 97X's Greg Dwyer and Bill Michaels. I don't often get to just refer to somebody as a dork, but since you guys, call yourselves that, it's okay.
It's fair game.
It's great.
Yeah.
You guys covered pretty much everything. So.
Great segment.
Thanks for having us.
Good job.
Good time.
They have nothing left to say. Yeah. So how long have you guys been doing this now?
About 28 years, 25 years we've been doing our own masquerade ball.
Wow.
We used to call it a costume ball. Now it's a masquerade ball.
I noticed that.
Because we're all a lot classier.
Well, it used to be you'd do a costume contest, and the winner would always be the sluttiest dressed woman, and guys who put thousands of dollars.
Or me.
Or Dwyer, and enough of that. So the people who work really hard,
you want creative.
Yes.
And they're into it. I mean, when people call and ask, okay, I'm Godzilla, how tall are the ceilings? Because the fire, and I'm not exaggerating, the dude had fire, the one person brought a casket in the one year.
Oh gosh.
We had the cast of Gilligan's Island. They had a boat that they drug into the ballroom.
Wow. Okay, so if you're planning on going, probably up your game.
Got to go all out.
Or if you just want to throw together something dumb and come and see the cool stuff, it's also for those folks too.
Good. I'm glad you're opening it up to those last minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe your costume sucks. bucks.
Look
Come
at
on
that.
along.
Yeah, here's a look at some photos of years past.
That's me and Dwyer.
That is not true.
And just clarify, I mean, we don't know yet what you, I mean, you guys know, but you're not telling anyone what you're going to be,
It's always
correct?
a surprise.
Oh, it's a big mystery.
It'll be big mystery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dwyer owes me $100
don't
for the
owe him any money.
I've been arguing about this.
Yeah.
Just a few minutes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is at the Mississippi Valley Fairgrounds in the Fair Center.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's a beautiful, giant space for you guys to
Huge.
host a party. Plenty of food there this year.
Yep.
So I saw you're going to have California burrito, and then you often have Smokin' Butts barbecue.
Smoking Butt Barbecue is a big, that's a big
It's a
Yeah.
favorite.
draw. Yeah.
Yep.
Big old
We
pile.
eat good. This isn't hors d'oeuvres and, this is...
So,
I wish we got that on.
so make sure your costume doesn't have like a thing.
Okay.
You
Have room
can't
to
put
eat.
your food in it.
More costume
Right.
tips.
You got to
Yes.
go up underneath it. Yeah.
See
Yeah.
one of the trees from Wizard of Oz. Try to eat.
Hannibal Lecter, you can't. It's
Yeah.
like carrot sticks. That's all you
Yeah,
can
you'll
get
need
in
a
there.
straw.
But the
And you'll have-
coolest costumes are the ones where it's, somebody is they're being carried away by a gorilla
You
or
said
whatever.
this last year. These are your favorite. These
Did
are,
I?
They are
are your
unchanged.
favorite.
They are unchanged.
Sorry, it did say 2024.
your favorite costumes. Live music as well,
Yes.
though. Obviously, no party of yours is complete without a band playing, and you have multiple bands playing.
The
Multiple-
bands are masquerading as other bands.
I saw that,
So
yeah.
that's going to be really
That's
cool.
cool.
It's gonna be really
So off the top of my head, Motley Crue, Metallica, Ozzy, ZZ Top, and then Poison.
Oh, nice.
Big Hair Mafia with Brandon Gibbs, who is the backup singer for Poison. So that's going to be pretty epic. Yeah.
And he's a Burlington boy.
A
Made
Burlington
good.
boy, all right.
Burlington Boy. Wonderful.
So you gotta really dress up, for this Halloween costume contest because there's some big money, $2,000 worth of cash prizes.
Yeah.
Yep.
In
The best
actual money,
costumes.
we give it away. We have a guy dressed as Uncle Sam, and he gives it to you. So there's
Okay.
no
Oh, very
taxes.
cool. Okay.
There's no tax.
No taxes.
Oh, it is. It's
How
cash.
how does the judging work? Well, we have just a little more
Well, you
time.
got a lot of questions, lady.
Bill and I.
Well, no, that's my job.
Well, Bill
Do
and
your
I-
job.
No, we
If
have-
there's one thing we can do, it's judge. Wow. Every day, costume, no costume, we judge.
We got some people from the station and from the company and from around that walk around and make a list, and then
Okay.
the little committee narrows it down because otherwise people they'd bring in
So it's
50
sneaky
people.
judging.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
parade people up on a stage. You just kind of,
Everybody gets to go through the parade of costumes
Yeah.
unless you don't.
Okay.
If you want to.
If you want to. No
Maybe you're
pressure.
not showy.
Right.
Maybe you just want to dress up and be weird and in the corner. This is your party.
It is Halloween.
Hey, weirdo, come on.
Oh, he's going like this. Yep. It means
Time to wrap this thing up. Well, get your costumes ready. The Dwyer Michaels Halloween Masquerade Ball is set for Saturday, October 25th at the Mississippi Valley Fairgrounds Fair Center. Doors open at 6 p.m. Tickets are $20 right now or $25 at the door, so be sure to get your tickets by heading to twodorks.com. Dwyer Michaels, we appreciate you being here.
Yep.
Thanks.
Good time.
Always a pleasure.
All right. Good seeing you. Thanks for having us.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you. Speaking of costumes, it's Throwback Thursday, and one of us is taking it back to Halloween of 2014. Who could that be? All right, it is time now for our Throwback Thursday segment.
Yes.
And once again, you're coming through with the real trip down memory lane.
Yeah, I keep finding some stuff at my dad's house. So
love it.
this photo is from 1997. Now, I'm not sure exactly where we're at, but I'm using a little wall phone. So I've narrowed it down to 3 places. This may be, again, 97. This may be the Family Museum, maybe
Okay.
the Geneseo
Because of the
Historic
phone?
Museum.
Is that why you're saying that?
Maybe, yeah, or the Geneseo Historic Museum. It was a field trip of some sort. Now, my mom just put this in a folder that was labeled first grade, and she just put 1997 on it.
Okay.
So I don't know where I was at, but
Maybe
this
somebody
is my
can tell
throwback.
you.
Yeah, maybe I got
someone
another
will
teacher out there
recognize it.
that recognizes it and can let me know where this was in 1997.
You
so
know,
there we go.
like most of our kids would not know what you were doing. They would
No.
not know that that's a phone.
No, I should show this photo to my kids and they'd
And
be
ask
like,
them,
what
"What
is
is this
this?
that Dad
A
has?"
microphone? Kind
Yeah.
of a microphone, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Even just
so,
a landline, like a child. And I was like, what in the world?
Yeah, they're like, what is this? What is this thing? It's ancient history now.
It's ancient history
Maybe not
now.
vintage. We'll go vintage. There we go.
Vintage, that's a better
Yes,
word.
yes.
So my throwback, because we had Dwyer and Michaels on
Yeah.
talking about costumes, so I decided to go back to 2014,
Okay.
so what, 11 years ago.
Yeah, wow.
I did not have a costume, and we were going to a Halloween party at what was
Okay.
the Redstone Room. Well, it's still
Oh,
the
yes,
Redstone Room
yes.
at River Music Experience.
Yes.
And, you know, I couldn't come up with anything.
Look at this.
So I found, well, Jim's pants, Jim's shirt, and dressed like Pat from the SNL character. And
there
I was like,
you go.
And so that was not a costume. Those are real clothes and I just put a pillow. And,
it works.
And I had these like fake glasses. Now, so sad I wear real glasses that look just like that. And
how 11 years makes a difference,
11
right?
years, yeah. I mean, no Darby yet or anything like that.
So where'd you get the wig?
I go to this. I think we just had that.
Oh, you just had it
if you
around.
ask any one of my friends, like I have a lot of wigs because I just think it's fun.
I mean,
to dress up.
Sometimes those make the best costumes when you just throw it together with whatever you have around your house.
So that's what I started with, a wig and a pair of glasses. I said, what could I be? And so I was Pat. And I went to this big party, and all the women, were looking beautiful. I'm like, what have I done? What have I done? But it was funny. I stood out. It got a lot of laughs. Okay.
Yes.
So it was a good time. Yeah. I'm excited to see everyone's costumes from this year's as well.
Yes, can't wait.
All right, thank you so much for watching Quad Cities Live.
Stick with us as we head to our live stream for QCL Plus, where you will hear about some upcoming trick and treat events at the Yard.
Welcome to QCL Plus. I'm Morgan OTA here with my co-host Kyle Keel.
Yes.
Get ready for some spooky fun at the Figge Art Museum.
That's right. The annual Tricks and Treats event is back on Sunday, October 26th, and it's completely free for families to enjoy. Joining us to share what's in store for this year is Kelsey Vanderkoy, the Figge's School Programs Coordinator. Kelsey, welcome back to the show. Thanks for being here on the live stream with us.
Yeah, thanks again for having me.
Yes,
excited to be here.
Of course. So let's talk a little bit more about the event at the Figge. Popular event, so what can families expect if they're heading out?
Sure, yeah, it's been popular. So it's a relatively new event, but it has been happening for the last couple of years. And so basically what they can expect is hopefully lots of fun. So this is geared more towards families, of course, with younger children, but everybody of all ages, of course, is invited. Like you said, it's on October 26th. It's from noon to 2. And so basically the museum will be open and free to everybody. And then we will have various activities for all the families to participate in as they come.
Yeah, and what I love so much about this, and I didn't realize it until I was on the Figge website, is that this is lined up perfectly to happen before the Davenport Halloween parade downtown. So, this is a lot of families who are already going to be headed downtown anyways to check out the really fun Halloween parade. And this is just something extra to do, right? Park your car, head into the Figge, enjoy everything that you all have to offer, especially if it's a chilly day. You just never know. And just keep the fun going. I love that.
Yes, and that's one of the reasons why we always try to line it up on the day that we do, because a lot of people are like, I don't know about a Sunday, but we always try to line it up with the parade so they can come and do their activities, and then it's a kind of fun way as they're leaving and they're getting their little goodie bag with their candy, they can go right out and the parade's starting right there. And like you said, they don't even have to have their car, they have a front row seat because it just passes right by in downtown Davenport.
Yeah, it's really perfect.
Yeah, so what kind of activities can people participate in?
Sure, so when they come, of course, we encourage people to dress up in costume if they want.
Absolutely.
And then so the galleries will be free, and so we'll have different things that the kids can participate in, like scavenger hunts and things throughout the gallery. It's an activity that's kind of fun for them, but also encourages them to go into the galleries and get to look at the art in a different way. And then, of course, in the lobbies, we will have different types of like photo opportunities with different backdrops, and we have different art activities that the kids can do. And then, like I said, as they leave, they get a nice little goodie bag of like treats and like little toys and stuff that they can do.
That's very cute. So I feel like you kind of touched on it a little bit, but just describe how, an event like this, very family friendly, it is free, really aligns with the Figge's mission of bringing art and people together.
Yeah, so it's kind of a twofold event because it brings art and people together, again, of all ages. So again, it's kind of like lots of our events we have throughout the year where people who wouldn't necessarily come to the Figge for whatever reason, maybe they just aren't aware of all the events the Figge has to offer, or like we keep saying with younger children, they think the Figge's not really a place for them because they're like, oh, about little kids in the art museum. But really, I understand where they're coming from, but really this kind of event's a good way to introduce them. So like I said, through those activities, they're saying, hey, this is something we can come back. So then if they want to come back for, say, like in November for like our second Saturday, it's like, hey, we were just there for trick-or-treating. And so it not only aligns with our mission, but it aligns with our partnership with, of course, the city of Davenport as well, with being part of the parade and having the other community partners in Davenport as well.
I love that.
And you're always changing the exhibits there. So, if you go this time, this month, 2 months down the road, you'll have other things, other things to do there and other things to check out. So the event is obviously free, but do we need to register ahead of time?
No, you can just show up.
You can just show up to the event. That is wonderful. So why do you think it's important that the Figge, continues to do stuff like this? Like, it really irked something in my brain, because when you think of children, you think of the art museum. Yeah. I love that you said that. Oftentimes people go, this is not a place for little kids. And that just seems like the opposite of what the Figge has been doing for many, many years, and constantly doing free things that families can get involved in, like Second Saturdays. So yeah, just talk a little bit more about that, and how you think this really is not only serving families, but the entire community.
So I think we're trying to do this is because we're trying to serve the community as a bigger whole, trying to let the community know there's a lot of stuff that's going out right now in the world, kind of scary, and that the community, we're always here for them, along with our other museum partners like the Putnam, who we saw earlier today, and just to keep emphasizing that it's free, because I know these days, whether you have one child or many children, things are expensive. So we're always trying to offer these free events. So we have the, of course, monthly event with Second Saturday, but we have Tricks and Treats, and then of course, to keep the fall fun going, we have our big Day of the Dent event on November 2nd. So if you missed Tricks and Treats this year, you can go ahead and you can come to that, which will be the following week.
Looking forward to that. Absolutely.
Yes. So is there anything else that people should know before they head out? Obviously going to be a lot of fun.
Wear your costume.
Yeah, bring the
wear your
costumes, for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't think so. I just hope people come down and have a great time. And like I said, we have many things coming down the pipeline, and we are still in the midst of celebrating our 100-year anniversary. So lots of fun things to see for that. And all our exhibit floors are open and ready for you guys to come explore.
Excellent.
Well, thank you. The Figge's Tricks and Treats event runs from noon until 2 p.m. on Sunday, October 26th, happening right before Davenport's downtown Halloween parade. Again, this is free to attend. If you want to learn more about this event or any upcoming exhibitions at the museum, you can visit FiggeArtMuseum.org. Kelsey, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you all for watching.